Yes, y'all. Welcome to
Stage Krunchy and Milk.
If you have opinions or queries you wish to share, we have multiple ways to be reached. The email address for the show is podcast@stagecrunchyandmilk.com. On Twitter, it's at skimpod, SKIMPOD.
Stage Krunchy.
And if you're feeling froggy, go on and jump into our voicemail line at 216-3028-POD. That's 216-3028-7763. The show can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and as always at our website, stagecrunchyandmilk.com.
Stage Krunchy.
Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show on your own social media feeds. And if you want to get at us directly, feel free to reach out via our personal Twitter.
Stage.
It's at Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tabrail713.
Stage Krunchy and Milk.
Stage Krunchy and Milk, episode 259. We in the place to be. The Debonair MCs.
59. Yeah. Used to be Playboy on the TV back in the day. It's like, y'all can watch any channel, but y'all better keep on going to past 59.
I remember hearing about Playboy Channel. Then I remember when, like in high school, all I heard about was the Spice Channel.
The Spice Channel. Yeah, that was
Which I think that's where you got your triple X, or I don't know, double X. I don't know. How does the X game work?
I'm not sure, but Spice Channel. Yeah, you were probably on your way out of high school then.
Yeah, I probably was like a junior. Yeah.
Because Spice Channel was like way later. Because me and you are only 5 years apart.
Mm-hmm. The thought of like the Playboy Channel never excited me. Because to me it was like the timid version of what I wanted.
Yeah, but yet again, with age, so we're 5 years apart too, and yeah, like.
Does that mean when I started hitting my peak?
It was already hardcore. It was internet, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, of course not. Like I was just like, strolling by, like I might see a nipple. Like you might say, Cheese was like, I might see a bush. Mine wasn't seeing nipple. Yours was seeing the brown eye. Like you were just like leaps and bounds above us already. Because I think you mentioned before, like you never like looked at a magazine before, right?
I have,
but like not in a way like, oh yeah, like your eyebrow, like Groucho Marx, your eyebrows raising. Because you had other things available to you.
I've seen it in video, like in movies already, and
on your Apple
internet. So, like for me, I saw magazines like concurrent with the internet, so it was just like an accessory piece.
Yeah, I know we have spoke about this before.
I was in a strip club when I was 18.
Yeah, I think I didn't get to my first strip club until I was maybe 19 years old, and the first one I officially went to was Pinky's, and it wasn't a great strip club.
We've told the story.
That was where I went.
Yeah,
because it was a juice bar. You go there. 18.
Yeah, it was 18. They had the nipple covers.
We have an entire.
When I went there, they didn't have nipple covers.
Yeah, we have an entire episode dedicated to Pinkies. If y'all were, a Patreon listener, y'all can go back to the old school.
I forgot it was the bottoms didn't come off.
Yeah, the bottoms didn't come off.
Whereas when I went to Pinkies,
the bottoms did come off when I went to Pinkies. It was full nude.
It was full nude.
Because I remember I would never see the roast beef sandwich if it wasn't. Maybe that was one of the things that came with time.
They didn't serve alcohol.
They didn't serve alcohol at all.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. They were a juice bar. But again, we got a whole episode dedicated to this very topic. And I see you can't have it unless you're a Patreon because it's definitely not on our regular feed no more.
Yeah, but
worth the listen.
What I was about to say is, T went to go. Did you find 200 cigarettes?
I did not. Have not found anywhere. And the people who sell it on Amazon are selling it for like $100. And I'm like, I can't do that for that movie. I can probably find that movie just on the internet if I just put in some effort.
Yeah, but we're coming to that age because like I don't want to say if it's one of our hangouts, but we might as well. Mm-hmm. Like FYE and the Terminal Tower is closing.
Yeah.
And I'm saying not now, but 5 or 10 years from now, when you can't find something that you're looking for, you're not going to be able to find it at all. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, you might be able to find Teen Wolf Forever, but can you find Teen Wolf 2? Probably not, because that shit was not that popular. So, yeah, we're almost to that stage. Like, even when I'm looking for music online sometimes,
Yeah.
even something that's like maybe 6 or 7 years old, that was like, I liked it, but it's not that popular, you can't find it.
I found, oddly enough, I was looking for a very specific DJ Clue mixtape Joe Budden song recently.
Okay.
Now it's in my drawer. I can go dig that CD out. But I really was not trying to put that effort in.
Yeah, especially like if you at work or something, you got a hankering for a song.
And I ended up finding it on YouTube with a little bit of effort. And just some real specific wording. So that was kind of dope. I've been able to find some old school mixtapes that people just uploaded to YouTube. And because it's mixtapes and just a bunch of yelling and stuff, it usually passes YouTube's muster without, getting pulled down like, oh, this is violating somebody, whatever, because like so many DJs just yelling.
Yeah. That's one of the struggles. Like, you got to word shit perfectly sometimes. And, like, for example, I was looking for Never Ever by Trillville. And, like, it was, is it Trillville? Is it Trillville? Did some people spell it Never Ever? Like, it's, like, you could word it different ways, and it was a bit of a struggle to find it, but I eventually did.
But in general, the notion of what do we call it? Archiving shit. You know what I'm saying? It's at this point we have so much media in general. You know what I'm saying? It's just coming at us from all. Where you think about this, from all angles, everything, music, videos, whatever. It's just coming at us from so many different angles. It's like there's no way somebody's gonna really be able to like lock all this down. And that kind of stinks. You know what I'm saying? Because like it just means there's some stuff that you just will have to say goodbye to that you'll never be able to see again. Yeah. There's plenty of cartoons. Remember Foofur?
I remember the name, but I don't remember the concept.
Foofur was a blue dog of some sort. And he hung with some kids or whatever. I didn't oftentimes get to see Foofur. I got to see commercials for Foofur because Foofur was preempted in Tennessee by wrestling. Mid-South Wrestling was on at that time. So they certain cartoons just you wasn't gonna get. But I know of Foofur. I'm never gonna be able to probably watch Foofur without putting in some serious effort. And again, who knows? It might be in the realms of YouTube somewhere. But motherfuckers, Universal be hitting hard when it comes to copyright. They'll be like, "This is ours, and we ain't said you can use it." That shit down. So I often gonna look up stuff and I'll see like a thumbnail for it, and then go to look at it. It's like this has been taken down due to a claim by Comcast Universal or some shit.
Yeah.
So like that's come on, man.
I wouldn't mind watching some episodes of Wish Kid, and I'm sure I'm not gonna pay like $60 just to watch something I vaguely liked.
Yeah. That's Macaulay Culkin cartoon, right?
Yes.
What was the Gary Coleman cartoon?
I don't know.
Halo Kid?
Halo
It was
Kid?
something like he played
the
an
kid
angel.
that came from heaven or something like that?
I want to say it was based around that. That's what the cartoon was based on. And
what's so glorious about that? Like, almost everybody had a cartoon back in the day, at least one.
Yeah.
If you was popular, you had a cartoon. I think the last people that got a cartoon was maybe Outkast. Andre 3000 had one for a little bit.
Class 3000 was a good cartoon, man.
Oh.
Very solid cartoon. It may not have been the most well animated, but the storytelling was really well done. And
I kind of like campy looking cartoons. I don't like extra. I mean, I guess I do like some crisp cartoons, but like that.
It's about like the Clerks cartoon.
Clerks? Clerks was okay. I have.
No, but I'm just talking about the animation style.
Let me see.
It feels very thrown together last minute.
Have you ever seen any of Brad Neely stuff? Like China, Illinois? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, it's kind of crude. It's not very. Sometimes people got 5 fingers, sometimes people got 4.
So, man, to be a Prisoner's Christmas, right?
Yes. But yeah, he had a. It might still be on. I don't know. But it was on Cartoon Network called. China, Illinois.
Yeah, those numbers right. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
what cartoons do you think that you're going to miss out on, or media that you think you're going to miss out on that might be gone from the internet forever?
I don't know.
You don't know?
in general, we're talking about the notion of archiving or of just media. And, yeah, right now we can probably find a lot of stuff, but as time goes on, stuff is just really going away fast, so it's difficult to find.
That's why Mel Gibson is back already.
Wait, what's the... I missed the correlation.
There is none.
Well, Mel Gibson, like, he's almost back. Like, people are forgetting about. Oh yeah, remember we were talking about the other day about how Hulk Hogan coming back in a little bit.
He is back.
Yeah.
Is he back? Actually,
He has been
showing up in the wrestling.
He has been reinstated fully, and I have heard of people who were mad about it. Like, fuck it, I canceled my WWE subscription. I was like, wow, man, I get it. I just don't know if I'm that level of give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck is what it comes down to. Plus, I don't pay for WWE Network. That guy does.
Yeah, I watched that Andre the Giant documentary, and I was just like, I think I might even tweet that shit out, like, I forgive you, Hulk Hogan, because that shit was like literally like 10 or 15 minutes was like Hulk Hogan centric. It's pretty much like they built that shit up very well. Like, okay, this is how Hulk Hogan started. This is how Andre the Giant pushed him over. This is how, like, pretty much something like Andre the Giant only fucked with Hulk Hogan. Like, he would, like, literally in other matches beat people up for real in real life during matches. Like, and, like, you couldn't do shit about it while you was in the ring. You just had to go with it. It was like, he didn't fuck with Randy Savage at all. Like, if you got in the ring with him, he's gonna fuck you up for real, and it was nothing you could do about it. He's Andre the Giant, and like that shit was super interesting. I was just like, he started crying and shit. I was just like, all right, let's go say nigga again.
There's a deck of tweets, whatever I'm saying, where a motherfucker really explained that whole Hulk Hogan thing and broke it all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like, you tagged us in that.
I definitely. I'm like, and it's all the way up. Fuck Hulk Hogan. That nigga can never be back on the team.
Yeah, I actually I read that thread and said, man, it's worse than we thought, huh?
Yeah, bye.
But see, but that's the thing though. Much like most of the world, I didn't remember seeing that link, and I didn't read that. And just like with R. Kelly, like people don't like they just know. Oh, he might have pissed on a girl, but they don't like read into like, oh yeah, he pissed and he did this and he did this and this and this. Like, you know,
I mean, there's marriage documents that prove that he's into underage girls.
See, that's the thing, though. I've never read any of those documents.
We could find them.
There's a Village Voice piece that really broke all of his shit down too.
I mean,
that's another nigga that's like all the way fuck that dude.
And with all
didn't make it to show RT.
With all due respect, if I'm looking at my phone for longer than 5 minutes, and my son's like, "What is you doing? Put that phone down."
Well, I literally read the Village Voice piece in the Village Voice years ago when it came out because I work in the library, so I can get a hold of the Village Voice. So that's just it.
I'm just saying, like right now, like as far as like, everybody gets on my case at home if I have my phone in my hand for too long. Like it's like, what is you look? What was I looking at? My son was like, "Is that a booty?" I'm like, "Okay, it's over. It's over." No.
That's why he's hollering at women in the drive-thru.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. It's like it's no more like
what they got underneath there. Hey girl.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. It's like, oh, it's another one. It's just like it's no more. I don't have a chance to like watch movies and stuff like I used to, and you know, my son has so many questions. It was a lady in the store. I mean, she was outside of the store, and she was just standing there. He was like, "Why is she standing there?" I was like, "Maybe she's waiting on a ride." Why would she need to wait for a ride? I'm like, I don't know. Some people just need a ride somewhere, and he was just like perplexed. Like
they get you with them questions, and it's like your brain can't churn quick enough to get a proper answer. Be like, I don't know, man. It goes down like that.
I mean,
had you considered it, had you had just probably like,
even if I considered it, I don't know why that lady's standing right there.
I know the waiting on the ride portion. You could have been like,
this guy looks like Kevin from The Office.
That dude did look like Kevin from The Office.
Oh my god. You could be like, this is a parking structure. People have to put their car somewhere. The other person went to go get the car and come over here. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But all that also you ain't explain that to like no damn 3-year-old. So it is what it is. So.
I could explain that till I'm blue in the face, but at the end of the day, I do not know why that lady was standing there.
There is no answer to that question. I am unaware of why.
It's like I don't know. After she's just standing there, maybe she's waiting for a ride.
Working.
She didn't have on the blue vest.
He was saying he was. I felt like you was insinuating something else. I'm not going to assume.
I was.
There, you confirmed it. Now you don't have to assume.
Well, then he was like, "What's a prostitute?" Then I would. Some people are sex workers, and that's okay. Can I be a sex worker? That's not the road I want to go
You can't
down.
make that call until you're 18.
Sometimes them people make them calls for you, like you getting out there and you go and work that Walmart.
I choose you.
I choose you, peekaboo.
But my daughter is not only with the questions, but she's a constant contrarian.
Oh,
And it just...
no, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yes, you can. And, like, you know what? I've been on this earth 31 years more than you. What do you know?
Yeah.
That's what I want to say, but that doesn't matter to her.
Sometimes I just let shit feel like, oh, you think that you can jump from here to there? Go ahead. And then, but my son's pretty cautious, but for the most part. But if you really want to see if you can do that, I'm like, oh, this is just a basic one. I want some juice. Well, you just got to finish brush your teeth. You don't want juice right now. Yes, I do. Yes, have juice. Yeah, this is nasty.
In situations like that, they learn 2 lessons. Juice,
You would think
toothpaste
that.
Juice and toothpaste don't go well, and I should listen to Daddy.
You would think that,
would
but
think.
every morning he still asks for juice, and then he says, "Ugh, that's nasty." And then it's kind of like Memento. It's like I need tattoos all over my body. Like, don't drink juice. Wash your hands after you
You're
pee
gonna
your
get
poop.
the Killmonger dots like every time.
Yeah, I need
something
to
stupid.
start putting some lines under my eyes and shit. Like if I just start having lines. Speaking of lines under my eyes, yesterday my youngest son was playing with a transformer and hit me in the face with it. Like he had it and he hit me, and I had the worst fucking headache I had in years. Like I was just like I felt like Coolio Loke and what's the name of that game? Shit. I shouldn't have said Coolio Loke if nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
have no idea.
Tough Man Contest on Sega.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
Did
man.
you have did your child give you a concussion?
Probably not. It just probably hurt really bad. And then I was just like, go to your mother. But
Boys are always hitting me in the nuts. Like, they're running around the house, not
I think-
looking where they're rounding the corner, and then bam.
Yeah.
Their skulls are a little less tender than my crotch.
yeah, what's so funny is like, women don't realize how much that hurt and how it might not look like they hit you that hard, but like somebody landing on your nuts like from the top ring rope. And
One slight graze is all it takes. You're crumbling.
And it's like, oh, fuck, damn it. And she's like, really? Like, yes, really.
it hurts.
I should do I can't get her pregnant again. But during labor, next time she has that labor
you
pain,
know-
like,
do you
oh,
know that
really?
yet?
Really?
Do you know that yet?
Yes. I can finally confirm.
Oh,
That only took a year.
you got a year to get you. You probably got a.
No, I got the surgery in October.
You probably got like 360 women
That's close
pregnant.
enough. You get the year. You get the call.
No, not a year.
Was it 8 months?
October is less than a year.
It's August today, baby.
My
It is
testicles
August
are also
1st.
on Puerto Rican time.
Well, how do you feel? Do you feel like a weight's
feel
off
different.
off your shoulders? Do you just like cut?
No,
I'm just gonna stay the best. How's the action down there at that point? Like,
same.
would you ever notice? Would you notice a difference at all?
No, if somebody like knocked me out and did it in my sleep, which is a weird thing to do.
Yes, I would agree. That would be weird to do.
No, I guess I wouldn't.
Could you still be on the episode of Forensic Files?
Yeah, I mean, I still leave a substance behind. It just doesn't fertilize anything.
Okay.
My seeds won't be gods.
They're touring 36 Chambers right now. If they come near us, we gotta go. We gotta go fucking see it. All right. I'm just saying. I hadn't looked to see, but they are touring the whole album, all of them.
Do you think we can get them on the mic for a special episode of Podcast?
Oh my god, that'd be fucking insane.
Are you gonna cut this out because
Let me
we're
tell you
teasing something that might not happen?
I think UGod would do it for sure. What does he got going on?
Well, no, that's the thing. Even
All right.
though he currently has a lawsuit going with the RZA right now, he still went on this tour. They have gotten good sense, and he's got their own bus, and they pretty much don't come together until it's time for a show.
I gotta be honest. I only know one good UGod song. That's Gangsta.
Bizarre. Oh, you go with Gangsta. I go with Bizarre.
Oh, Bizarre, yeah. So I know two UGod songs.
So there you go. That's what's up. He was on.
I forgot Bizarre.
He was on the episode of. He has a book out. He was on the episode of Get Up on This and talked about the book and talked about trials and tribulations with the RZA.
Thought it would be a self-help book, Finding the God in You, spelled with just a U.
That'd be pretty good.
That was better than you thought it was. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, go to sleep, bitch. Yeah, this phone is weird.
Oh, you got the new jack. I mean, not the listeners care, but we care. So it's like it's mostly us. How is it? How have you been back in the note game?
It's pretty good.
Where they slide the pen at on this one?
Oh, same place. I be forgetting I got one now.
Yeah, I got too used to using the finger.
Yeah, I should probably use it more.
Just style us on.
Like I paid an extra. I really didn't pay extra at all because it's pretty cheap because the Note 9 is coming out pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, that's going to be the first phone that runs Fortnite on Android.
Oh.
I don't know anything about Fortnite, and I constantly see stuff about Fortnite. So tell me about this Fortnite.
It's gas.
Make it funny.
I doubt I can do that. It's a battle royale battle game, meaning 100 people start. Well, no, Fortnite started as a 4-player, a multiplayer game. Basically, you go in, you fight zombies, and good time. You level up. You got a tree, what's it called, a progress tree. So you get more powers. You level up. Great. That game didn't make a mark even in the least. So about 2-3 months into its existence, they was like, "Hey, we really like PUBG, which is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's a battle royale type game, and we want to make an homage to that in this. So we're making Fortnite Battle Royale, which has been out actually now a year.
What platform is this on?
It's on every platform. That's what makes it so much better. So, Battle Royale means 100 people start the game. You're trying to be the last person standing. You shoot each other with guns. But Fortnite adds this little caveat to it. You build structures. And those structures can act as like bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? You start popping somebody immediately start building a wall around themselves. And they can build up, they can build out and over, depending on how much material they have. And there you go. You're playing each other, you're trying to shoot each other down. Playing it's hide and seek that you can build your own hide in. And it's a delight. I did not play it for a long time. Xander played it. And then they put it on the Switch, which meant I was like, well, let me fuck with it. Because if everybody on the Switch is on the even playing field, you know what I'm saying? Because we all started together, maybe I can get decent at Fortnite. I enjoy it. I play it often. If I wasn't working on this damn Voltron right now, I would have been playing last night.
Voltron a video game, or are you building a Voltron?
I'm building a Voltron. I would have been on there last night because they added some new shit to it yesterday, including jetpacks and rocket launchers. So there's a game mode where it's like you could be jumping in the air with a jetpack and popping at each other with rocket launchers. It's a delight. It is on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch. It's on Apple devices currently. It's coming to Android. Like I said, for the first roll around is going to be on that Note and I guess the next Galaxy phone first. They get it for a month and then it'll go to all the other Android phones. And that if you have not connected your Epic account to your PlayStation account, then you can play it anywhere with no issues. If you did do that, then you're stuck and can only play PC versus PlayStation and PlayStation versus PlayStation. But if you had it on your phone and I have it on my Xbox, we can become friends on Epic and we can play each other.
Okay.
It's kind of fucking brilliant. Looks great, cartoony looking game. They do seasons. Seasons are last 10 weeks. And during that time, you level up and blah, blah, blah. You go through it, you get cool little costumes and so forth and so on. And you're done a season of Fortnite. And it's got a weird story. It's always got a story running in the background. In this situation right now, worlds are colliding via a literal crack in the ceiling of the world, which would happen after a rocket launch. It's just neat shit like that. Fortnite is a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I'm not going on it as hard as I have been, but I dig it, so I'll fuck with it.
Sounds too involved. I'm gonna pass.
You like to think, but I can get you in it, and you be like, oh, okay, I can see it. Once you get a couple rounds in and figure out how to get where you're doing, you'd be like, oh, I can see this. It'll get its hooks right in you. You just be on.
Especially, I think, isn't it like you can play it on like older models of Xbox and PlayStation?
No, it is only on the new models, but like the older models of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox, it works fine on, and it's free. That's where it blew up at. They gave that game away for free, and basically they sell you cosmetic items, and that's where they make all their money at.
Pretty much as Angry Birds for the new generation.
Yeah, without a doubt, it is what's known as a free to play model, and like I said, whatever you buy, what you're buying is not going to make you better at shooting people or building, but you'll look super fancy doing it. So,
like I'm wearing Jordans while I'm killing you.
At some point, they had a Thanos skin that was like a part of the game around the time of.
So was he just unstoppable as Thanos?
No, because it was difficult to kill him, but that's the point. If you didn't know how to use Thanos, yeah, you could get marked out. So that's like I said.
Aim for the head.
Yeah, I think you just got to light him up with some good weaponry. So fuck with Fortnite. That has literally, I don't think anything to do with what we normally talk about. But there you go. You know I'm a gamer, and so I got that info for the homies. So we are running quick, man. I can already see we kind of.
I don't know. I just got here.
So, what's been up with you?
Nothing. I had a topic about stuff getting ruined, but inspired by a meme you sent.
Okay.
Now, it started off with this Killmonger meme where he, there's the famous line at the end of the movie. It's like, bury me at sea with my ancestors who thought that death would be better than captivity. And when I heard that line, I'm like, that's a good line. But at the back of my head, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense logically. They wouldn't be your ancestors. Unless they're like, all right, kids, I'm going to kill myself. Good luck with the slavery thing. And they just jump off the ship. And that's kind of fucked up.
I mean, that probably did happen to some, though. Like, the mother was probably left on the ship and the dad jumped.
Yeah, so I guess they could be ancestors if that's a scenario.
They might have also been just speaking from, like, the ancestors, like, our people, not necessarily my direct blood relatives.
That's true. So it's about like memes tend to try to ruin things. There was a meme about like all the Marvel villains.
I feel like memes enhance things. Okay, they don't ruin.
Okay, well you know what I mean by ruin.
And they bring
like,
perspective.
They're like, hey, that thing you enjoyed, there's something lame about it. Kind of that, like.
But there's a meme for that too, where it's like a dude who goes shh, and he's like squeezing somebody's mouth shut. Let people enjoy things.
I have seen that.
I've used it. Yeah, so that's the best part about memes. It's the call and response of memery.
It's like Marvel villains lately have been like, I'm not bad, I'm just misunderstood. I'm like, that's not all the Marvel villains lately. That's not Hela.
No, she was just straight up bad and knew it.
Yeah,
and so was the
Vulture.
Yeah, he was bad. He knew he was doing dirt.
He knew he's like, it's about my money.
Yeah, so yeah,
He started out good though. He got screwed by the man. The man drove him into what he was.
That's true.
He didn't start out as a bad guy. Good. He was like he's just working a job. They fucked him, and he was like, "Oh, I got the fuck back." So he knew what it was.
That's an underrated motivation for a villain that they don't utilize enough lately. Like, I'm about my money.
Yeah. Like I gotta.
That used to be all bad guys.
I gotta keep this lovely home that this fine ass woman and my lovely child are in.
He doesn't have a fine ass woman.
Yes.
What is she from? She's familiar, and I can't remember.
From Jamie Foxx show. That's fancy. Yeah. So, and I'm sure she's done more than that. I know where your head is going in that regard. So,
honestly, never watched that show, but I recognize her.
Yeah.
I had that episode. Not the episode, but that magazine she was in Playboy in. I didn't buy those Playboy a lot, but I bought her, Vita Guerrera.
I did get that one.
Stacy Trash, which wasn't trash at that point, but
she still despite her belief, she still looks good naked.
I don't know that anymore.
Can you retroactively ruin your nudity?
She's the Chris Benoit of black actresses to me. Like she's totally going out of the whole thing. Even though she was in that great movie with Richard Pryor, she's still out of my life.
Stacey Dash was in a Richard Pryor movie?
Yeah, it was like called Moving or something.
Oh, she would have been like a child.
Oh yeah.
That means no, she was.
Stacey Dash was dead ass. Was like in her 30s when she was
in Clueless. Yeah.
So Stacey Dash older than you think she's black.
Like she was in that like an episode of.
She's like 50 now, right?
Yeah,
maybe closer to 60. But like she was in like
so she's just getting more conservative as she gets older.
I don't even think that's what it was. I think it was more of like, let me get some money because I ain't doing shit else.
Nipples like peppermint patties. Not like the character. That would make no sense. I've never
According to
seen peppermint
Wikipedia,
patty
it's
as
just
nipples.
either 51 or 52.
All right.
Damn.
So yeah, worked on Stacey Dash.
Moving. I was right. That's the name of that Richard Pryor movie she was in.
Yeah, Moving was 1988.
Yeah,
So
I
she was
remember
like
that
21.
movie. Like all those terrible things happened to him while he was trying to move.
Nah. And she was in that one episode. She played Michelle on the Cosby Show. I'm trying to think.
Is she from Brooklyn?
I think she's from Harlem.
What's Stacey
The
Dash?
Bronx.
Yeah, she got that accent, and like you can square it off whenever you hear her talk. Like you couldn't put that away to save your life, could you, lady? So she just
All I know is she was really good in that Kanye All Falls Down video.
Nah.
Did you have any other things to
A
add to
former
your-
Democrat.
About things get ruined? I don't know.
No, I
Do
just
you agree, or just like memes are just memes? They're their own thing.
I oftentimes, like I said, like Box said, it adds perspective. Sometimes perspective is needed. Sometimes it's like, dude, why would you do that? And so, like I said, that whole let people enjoy things is oftentimes the realest shit. Like, quit trying to fuck up everybody else's good time just because you ain't having a good time with it. So,
Like
sure
Stacey
people like
Dash,
that.
she was eating Tracy's ass. Thank you, Cameron.
the Venom trailer.
Oh, that's
Oh.
yeah. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. I have my opinion on the. All right, go ahead.
You and I have discussed it, and I think we discussed with you that we think.
I watched it last night. I watched it on my phone.
It's a new one?
Yeah, a new trailer dropped yesterday.
Okay.
A lot more Venom in this trailer than previous.
Okay.
I think this is the one that they're actually playing in theaters.
Okay.
Because I saw someone on IG like 2 days ago or whatever that like was at a movie and
Just popped up.
I saw it on their story. So
Okay.
I am
Preface this
cautiously
preface the-
optimistic.
Preface this for the people right quick. If you don't know, Vox is a big fan of the character Venom.
It's my favorite
This
comic
is-
book character.
And thusly, the one representation we've had of Venom so far was
Horrible.
Topher Grace, and it just was bad.
Shit. Oh shit.
It just really was terrible. And
So that's the tattoo Lunch had removed.
I haven't liked Topher Grace since.
He really hasn't done shit since really.
however, if you will continue,
I didn't dislike the trailer. Like I'm gonna have reservations no matter what because it's not necessarily in the Spider-Man universe. It's its own. They're making its own standalone thing, so it's kind of hard for me to fully embrace it. But I'm not hating some of the stuff I've seen so far. Like it's a little weird to me, but I'm hopeful that it ends up being watchable.
I think it much like our Oreo eating. As
Diminishing
standalone.
returns.
I mean, it's like
preconceived notions.
not really preconceived notions. Like I go in it hoping to enjoy it, and if I don't, that's too bad. And if I do, fucking bonus. Like I think for the beginning, it's just kind of like when you go to somebody's party like you didn't really want to go to, but then like
You end up having a good time.
you end up having a good time anyway. It's like
That's basically like every party for me.
yeah. I understand. Yeah, that is every party. But it's like but at the same time, you walk in, like when you walking out your car, you rubbed against your car, like your whole right side of your leg is dirty. It's like, bitches ain't gonna be looking at me. I got dirty pants on. But then she's like, and then you see somebody in a party like, oh, you rubbed your car too. And then you just start having a fucking good time. I just don't like the fact that it's not connected to Spider-Man.
That bugs me.
That fucks with me a little bit. Like, just like saying like, Tina Turner. If she just starts saying Tina, come on, man. We know what I did to you, but Tina just don't work.
Oh my god!
Well, I forgot that I didn't know she dropped the Tina.
No, she
The
did.
Turner.
That's the point.
She dropped the Turner.
No, she did. That's the
Okay.
point. Like
She'll still have her name. I
she
remember
still
made a
had,
big deal about that.
she wanted her name.
It is Tom Hardy's choice of voice that he picked to do this role. It's got me fucked up. What did we say? No, Mice and Men.
Yeah, he does sound like I said. He sound like you said. He sound like Lenny of Mice and Men, which I thought was a good analogy. He also sounds like Marky Mark from Boogie Nights, who's supposed to be a dopey character. So why am I gonna this prestigious journalist sound like he's like, you don't know what kind of journalism I can do. You know what kind of great things I can do.
I'm a big shining star.
Yeah.
And so it's
We're
more
a fucking star, and he unzips his pants and his symbiote penis comes out.
Yeah.
I'm unhappy with Tom Hardy's voice choices in this.
That's going to be
situation.
very distracting and hard to get over.
Yeah, and
if they continue down the symbiote train,
well, like I said, you notice, like I said, she wasn't in that trailer. Even they didn't even show her like her face in this trailer. Like you didn't even get a little bit of old girl. So I think that in that regard,
They cut her out the movie.
I'm not saying they cut out the movie. They might be just doing
Wait,
some, Jenny Slate. I think they just might be doing some ADR for her symbiote. They might go in and correct that on the back end. So
Wait. Jenny Slate from Parks and Rec?
Yes.
yeah, what you call it? Captain America's girlfriend.
Mean Girls.
That's the girl in real life.
Yeah, they were together. Yeah,
She was the lesbian.
For some time they broke up and then got back
Oh,
together.
okay.
So, yeah, if you remember the first Venom trailer, I don't know if you do, which you should. We saw it together, sitting next to each other. She was the lady in the store. Ran up on her like, you can't be followed. Trust me, I'm a reporter. I know how to follow people. She said it's symbiotes, and it's like it's symbiotes. It's symbiotes, if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's a very, very particular pronunciation of that word that we've all been taught for years of reading fucking Venom, fucking Lethal Protector, and so forth and so on. And everybody talked about it after that trailer rolled out. Like, it was a big deal. Now, the thing is, they be, you know, the internet just don't like women. Just is what it is. So,
I love Jenny Slate.
but that pronunciation was shit. And like I said, this new trailer, she's not in it. Not one, not nothing. No scene. No camera pass. Hey, there's Jenny Slate. No, nada. Which makes you think they're doing some ADR shit, maybe doing some reshoot shit to get that taken care of.
I love Jenny Slate, but she just doesn't fit.
What's been, besides outside the comics, of course, what's been your favorite interpretation of Venom so far? Have you seen
Saturday morning cartoon?
Have you seen?
Yeah, the 90s cartoon Venom.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't like that Spectacular Spider-Man?
I mean, the 90s one's my favorite because that's really where I fell in love with the character.
He's like, I eat now and laters too. I got a green tongue.
Tom McFarlane's Lethal Protector series. That's where I met Venom for the first time. And
My
All the way
favorite
up.
way that he's been drawn, though, was by Tom McFarlane. Like that, when he first came out with the rounded features and everything, not like all the bulging muscles and all that. I liked like how he looked like Black Spider-Man, but like, you know, jacked.
yeah,
Jack.
Yeah.
and so I fuck with it. And like I said, that's the thing. Venom's so dope, and I feel so easily taken care of. But it's all these license shit with these licensing deals that fucking Stan fucking sold everything to everybody, and over the years, and just like it's like
I mean,
you fuck this company for years to come because it takes now at this point billions of dollars to correct your shit.
I mean, people blame they blame the studio over Sam Raimi for Spider-Man 3, but I blame Sam Raimi. What he wanted to push Venom out so he can give us Sad Sandman.
Well, you know,
I say Sad
you know what happened
Sandman.
with that, right?
Sad Sandman.
Old boy was going to quit that movie.
Ooh. Yeah.
Tobey Maguire
Tobey
had-
Maguire's going to be
had
Spider-Man.
quit.
Yeah.
And that Topher Grace was
Gonna be replaced. His
He was
replacement.
going to be Peter Parker.
He would have been a
And
good
then
Peter
Tobey-
Parker.
Would have been a great Peter Parker.
Yeah, and then Tobey Maguire's like, you know what? I'll come back.
should've
So
told
they
him
already
no.
cast Topher Grace, so they're like, oh well, you can just be Venom instead. And then when I heard that, I lost my shit.
Didn't they learn anything from Green Bay and Brett Favre? Like, no, Brett Favre, you can't come back. You want to be a backup?
I think yeah, that they fucked up. That was messed up, and I think that they should have learned from that. Like, people love these characters.
Yeah.
People love these characters, not just like these characters. People fucking will fight over these characters.
There's this hot ass Latino cosplayer that I follow on Instagram, and
What's her name?
I will share with you guys.
Later?
I don't know her name.
Oh,
I have
okay.
to give you the username.
Her name Jenny. You know that bitch, right?
But like she does some she's put up some good cosplay stuff, but then she does a lot of the like teasy videos and pictures and stuff where like flashes under boob and stuff. So I'm like,
Nudes and implied nudes.
yeah, that kind of stuff. But then like I'm watching,
then that's real news on
I'm watching her IG story this morning, and then she's playing like the Simpsons game where like you go around like Marge has got the vacuum cleaner and shit.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
8-bit has got that.
Yeah. So
16.
Sorry.
but then she drops like the N word, and I'm just like, you're not
Marge does?
No. Marge says it with the AR.
Why'd you have to bring a nigger home, Lisa?
What kind of Latin is she?
I don't know. I've never talked to her.
Okay, I gotta say something.
Is she more Big Pun or more
she's from,
J Lo?
like, the Bronx or something, as she said.
J-Lo.
I'm not saying it clears everything.
Okay, let me
It
say
is
something.
helpful in that I'm like,
I gotta give as the self-proclaimed head of the Latino delegation. I gotta weigh in on this. I do not support Latinos dropping the N-word, either ending with an ER or ending with an A, especially not an ER. However, I do not feel it's my fight.
By the look of her stomach, her color is almost there. Like, oh, yeah, she can see it.
I don't feel it's my fight to fight, you know. So I'm gonna leave that shit.
I'm saying if you just walk past her, you think she was a nigga.
She is definitely on the Afro-Latino spectrum.
I gotta defer to the black delegation whenever a Latino says the N-word.
I have that doll at home.
I do too.
And that one.
And I will dole out the punishment.
She loves Venom. And you would love to put your tongue in there.
See? She also does videos with Vegeta, who's my favorite Dragon Ball Z character.
Okay.
That's everyone's
We
favorite.
have a lot of things that we like.
Respect it. There you go.
Definitely, probably my favorite follow on Instagram right now.
Does she have a Patreon?
Not Genesis Lopez?
No, but I follow her too.
I actually have been reached out, like, personally, by several people about that last episode we did. For some reason, man, we touched some hearts out there. And
Okay.
I like to thank.
I'll be your special little guy.
I like to thank all of y'all for for hollering directly at me about that. It's pretty dope. And I don't know.
I'll give her the Bam Bam.
I feel like I've seen that one before.
That one's a little internet famous.
Yeah, but thank you all for listening, for appreciating what we do, and so forth and so on. What you got to do now is go tell somebody about it. Go share it with somebody and let them know that hey, they making some pretty damn quality content over here at Stay Crunchy Milk, and they'd be pretty great if you did that for your boys. Please and thank you.
Apparently today is National Girlfriends Day, so just in time for my vasectomy news to get out there.
Let your side chicks know. Let them know. That over here is Tatum 216. That's Lunchbox 2099. That's the real ODP. I am Taylor 713. You have just been podcasting. I know you loved it. Peace to my man Tristan Thompson for either punching or mushing Draymond Green in the face. Either way, I'm okay. I'll definitely go to the parade.
How did this fist,
You can cheat one more time. I give you permission.
how did this fist not end up inside of his mouth though?
I don't care.
I don't know. Speaking of that,
He's like Venom. He should have been casted as Venom.
I was watching the episode of Forensic Files, and I know this is, if you got to leave the tape, you can. So, this
I want to hear
dude-
this.
Okay, this dude went in and robbed this lady, and he punched her in the mouth. And the only they were saying, like, he said he cut it on the trash can, but the only way you can get this particular infection, which is a common infection, is from hitting somebody in the mouth. So you never hit nobody in the mouth. Because if you break their teeth, it's like some bacteria that doesn't come down unless the tooth is broken.
All right, well, you got to punch Draymond Green from behind, not to hit him in the mouth.
Yeah, hit him in the back of the head.
I'm proud of you, Tristan.
Well, actually, you know, that is the best way to cause a concussion. Blows to the back of the head are more dangerous than blows to the front of the head.
You can also blind somebody. Peace.
Blind them.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.